The continuation of PNM policy of racial discrimination continues today. Our country is more divided than ever before because of Keith Christopher Rowley. It began in 1961 with Dr. Eric Eustace Williams. Let me read a bit for you, because don't think that racism and division in politics came by guess. It is a tool of the PNM. I read for you from page 18, and you must get this book, Kenneth R. Lala, A Republic in Constitutional Transition. Let me read a little bit for you. First of all, Dr. Williams on page 18 says, Dr. Williams, in referring to the concerns of the Indians over federation, considered them to be obstructionists, like the Indians who had settled themselves in Kenya and in Africa. So Williams, the Prime Minister, the father of the nation, you all say, considering the second largest group at that time of East Indian people to be obstructionists. This was at the beginning of his reign. He then went on December 22nd, 1961. Williams was addressing members of his party in Woodford Square, the Woodford Square that the PNM locked when the citizens were coming to protest this evil, unconstitutional budget. In Woodford Square, when he told them that on December 4th, 1961, the Trinidad Guardian, and is it ironic that the Trinidad Guardian is now the Guardian of Rowley and the PNM? The Trinidad Guardian announced that Sir Gerald White, a local white man, no pun intended, had joined the Democratic Labour Party. He told his audience that the announcement was presented in such a way as to suggest that was a feather in the cap of the Democratic Labour Party. And therefore, Williams said, the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago should follow the lead of Sir Gerald White. It would appear, says Lala, that Williams had been so obsessed with the Guardian's announcement that he poured scorn on the Guardian and the white community, reminding them that our population today was far too alert and sophisticated to fall for any such claptrap. He said, and I quote, Massa Day done. Williams also accused the DLP of being a stooge for masses who still exist in our society, and for wanting to keep back social progress, and for wanting to bring back Massa Day, race injected in our politics, enhanced through the years, and now has reached its worst level under the worst Prime Minister in the history of Trinidad and Tobago, Keith Christopher Rowley. And we must remember the words of wisdom from my doubles man. If on election day we feel we are Africans and Indians, where are my Trinbagonians? We need to unite. Join the UNC. All are welcome. All brains on deck. We need each and every one. There is a place for everyone. The myriad and plethora of problems that exist in Trinidad and Tobago cannot be solved by one human being. The PNM is out of touch. The PNM holds the citizens in contempt. All the citizens. The PNM treats all of us with the utmost disrespect. The PNM must go. Rowley must go. The evil, oppressive dictator must go. Rowley, the people are not irritated, Rowley. The people are not on edge, Rowley. You have pushed us all over the edge, over the precipice. There is but one solution. Your immediate and complete political annihilation and removal from office. We haven't rioted yet because we are disciplined, Rowley. We are patriotic, Rowley. We are passionate, loving, caring, diligent people, Rowley. We believe in and ascribe to the principles of democracy. Do not for a moment, Keith Christopher Rowley, mistake our dignity, decorum, and discipline for weakness. Who are you to accuse us of being lazy and unable to work from home? You are a heartless dictator, Keith Christopher Rowley, an inveterate liar, a disrespectful, oppressive charlatan, and your time is up. Good conquers evil every time. You and your deceitful band of Lekoto Jumbies, your time is over, because good people will unite. Good Trinbagonians across this country have realized that your time is over. We have reached the tipping point. This is the tipping point, a book by Malcolm Gladwell. It talks about a time when evil may pervade for a while, but there always comes a time when it will be defeated. That time is called the tipping point. Gladwell says the tipping point is the biography of an idea. And the idea is very simple. It is that the best way to understand the emergence of fashion trends, the ebb and flow of crime waves, or for that matter, the transformation of unknown books into bestsellers, or the rise of teenage smoking, or the phenomena of word of mouth, or any number of other mysterious changes that mark everyday life, is to think of them as epidemics. Ideas and products and messages and behaviors spread just like viruses do. For example, the crime decline in New York surely happened the same way. It wasn't that some huge percentage of would-be murderers suddenly sat up in 1993 and decided not to commit any more crimes. Nor was it that the police managed magically to intervene in a huge percentage of situations that would otherwise have turned deadly. What happened is that the small number of people in the small number of situations in which the police or the new social forces had some impact started behaving differently, and the behavior somehow spread to other would-be criminals in similar situations. Ladies and gentlemen, the little fires of good, the little fires of hope are burning throughout Trinidad and Tobago in little nooks and crannies. They must come together and burn the PNM and Rowley straight into oblivion and out of political office. Change is required. Change is needed. We are at the tipping point. Thank you.